God. Thank you so much for coming to this Not Your Average Marketing Workshop. This is my first ever workshop, and I'm really excited for you guys to kind of see what and this is kind of like a little taste, a little sneak peek for you guys for kind of the work that we do in the mastermind. We've only done one session like this for this group, but I'm going to make it more like this kind of feedback. The thing that I ask is that we are all here to learn. This is like people are being vulnerable enough to share their content. So we are going to keep judgment at a 0 this evening. Everyone is doing their best, and the feedback that I'm giving them is truly from love and just the experiences that I've had that have helped me to grow my business. So I'm going to give them feedback and what I do in the mastermind is I'm going to give them coaching, see what they want to do, get them into the CEO mindset, which is why we did the evaluation. Then I'm going to give them my feedback. And typically in the mastermind, we would collaborate and the whole group would get feedback. But because I don't know you guys just yet, we're going to keep it just to me doing the content. And if you have feedback or ideas for the other people, we're not going to give your ideas and feedback just because you're not in like a group for that purpose. So super, super exciting. Amber, thank you so much for coming on. What we have here, Amber, do you want to go ahead and share what this whole post is about?
Yeah, so I am actually just finishing up with Megan and her mastermind, and it's been amazing. And I am actually moving to a group program now, and I'm getting ready to launch it and doing the marketing for it. But in order to kind of introduce it, I'm going to be doing a 7-day challenge. I decided that would be the most fun. I've done a few webinars, and I'm like, I want to try it a challenge, see how it works. So I just submitted my kind of like first email I'm going to send to people / I'll probably turn it into an Instagram post too, as a way to introduce the challenge.
Excellent. Okay. So what we want to do is that's just like setting the stage for it, and having a group of your own, like that's a whole other, it's like everything that you learn with a one-on-one, and you don't have to be a coach to be here, but when you have a one-on-one coaching program where you're working with people individually, it's like you amplify that in your sales. And I think doing a challenge is a perfect way to get started. So I'm glad that you're feeling organized. It's what's working. Something that could use improvement is yes, staying focused. It's just a lot of things to prep and ahead of time. And even if everyone is just, and not just, but like even coaching with you every single week for an hour, I think would just be such an amazing asset for all these people. Amber is an overeating and binge eating coach. So just such an awesome niche and group of people. And I love that you're like sticking to your schedule and calendaring it. And when I'm thinking about this post in particular, what I want to do is I want to take a look at the things that I noticed were working already, and then what I think could use improvement, and then what we can do differently. I'm going to take this exact email and I'm going to make edits above. So I think that's just like the format. Also, if you are just joining, hey, Reagan, hey, Jules, it's good to see you guys. I just put these notes in the chat if you guys would like to follow along, or you can obviously just like watch me on my screen. So what I think is working so far is being relatable. This is such an amazing, like super vulnerable post to get started. And I think that vulnerability is so much value that will be rewarded, because like talking about like being your weight, binge eating, it's a hot topic. And I think that like just being like super open and upfront with like your story is so important to build that know, like, and trust factor with your clients. So I love the way that you are relatable. I also feel like I was there. Like it was like you created such imagery with the way that you're writing. Like, and I'm gonna like have everyone go along with this as you can. And then I'll read it out loud as I'm editing it, if you're listening on your phone doing other tasks. So I think that that's like a huge piece, something that I think could use improvement. I think that this could actually be multiple posts and multiple this, because there's just so much in here that is just so, so important. And something that's like a tip about copy that I've learned is that 80% of people read the headline and they drop off. And then that last 20% drop off after the fourth sentence. So what I want to do is help make it powerful and potent really quickly to get them started. And so like talking about the 4 years ago, hitting your highest weight ever, I actually, even though it's like super relatable, is it okay if I edit this also? You still have
I have it. I have it in my own Google Doc.
okay, so
Go for it.
I'm gonna put that's the post. I'm just gonna have just edit for free. So I think that either starting with a feeling or starting with the story into the workshop or the challenge would be awesome. And if you're doing an email, you can start as the subject line in it's like 7-day challenge starting. What day is it gonna start?
April 2nd.
Okay, 4/2, and say like something like and it's going to be a 7-day challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like for the heading you could say something like your last, or it's like 1 week to changing your relationship with food forever.
Mm-hmm.
Changing your relationship with food forever, and something like that, because if you follow Amber on Instagram, she's a confident eater. So I'm pretty sure most people, if they're signing up for your emails, they know that they're seeking confidence. And I think that like instead of saying to becoming a confident eater, I think just like having paraphrasing the same kind of content, I think it'd be helpful. And then I think just like taking this and making it just a smidge shorter and being like eating in bathrooms, hiding wrappers in the trash, and hitting my highest weight ever was my, we could say like day-to-day life 4 years ago. Because then it's already like it's saying all three of those things in like just one sentence. And then it's like, and then I think it's like, I promised I would find a way out, because if I didn't, I would never live. Okay, so I'm just going to read the whole thing. Hey, 4 years ago, I hit my highest weight ever. I was binge eating almost every day. I started eating in bathrooms, hiding wrappers in the trash, consuming 4 Rice Krispie treats, 3 fruit snacks, and 8 Oreos in less than a few minutes. I wasn't happy with how my body looked, but more importantly, I hated how I felt. Sluggish, insecure, defeated, hopeless, stuck. I promised I'd find a way out, because if I didn't, I would never fully live again. So I got years of coaching and got my hands on any book or podcast or article I could find on binge eating and overeating. After thousands and thousands of dollars and countless hours, I had freed myself. I want you to be free in a way that's much quicker and easier. That's why I'm bringing you in to the free 1-week challenge. I'm going to teach you all the steps that were essential to becoming a confident eater forever. The challenge will be held in my private Facebook group from April 2nd to 8th. I'll be giving you bite-sized lessons and daily prompts to stop binge eating fast. I'll be sending all lessons over email, so you can still join even if you don't have Facebook. Click below to sign up. So I think that like we want to hit them in like after they read this, it's like, oh my gosh, this is also me. Like it's like they're feeling, okay, this is me. She's so relatable. And then so it's like after, I think this is really powerful as well. So I'm just going to move this up to here, and I'm going to put it here. And so I'm just going to, I'm like, it helps me to like cross out what I've already used and like bring it all together. So after it's like, after thousands and thousands of dollars and countless hours, I had freed myself. It's like, I want to free you in a way that's quicker and easier than my journey with the free 1 week challenge. How does it, first off, how are these 2 edits landing with you so far?
Good. I think the first part too, like, really hits you in the face. Good catcher.
Right? It's like, boom.
Oh yeah, like that's me. Yep.
Right. And that's what we want. Like that is like, that I think is going to make people read on for sure. Because they're like, oh my gosh, is she like, does she have a mirror, a camera in my bathroom to watch me doing the exact same thing? And as also a person who has dealt with like binging and eating disorders and things like that, I've been there, and like this would hit home for me as a person who would be in this audience. And also just like, again, thanks to everyone. I know that we've got people joining, so thank you for like, again, the respect and vulnerability that's being shared here. You guys are doing such an awesome job. Appreciate it. So
I got coached on that.
you
Once
did.
upon a time, someone coached me on being vulnerable.
It's must be neat. But I think that like this is like speaking about your expertise. But I think that like for me, money and hours hit home for me. Like, you know, it's like it said that like within the books, it's like within the hours and thousands. The only thing that I might add here would be like, did you just spend money on coaching, or was it like money on the books as well?
Both, yeah.
Okay, so it's like reading, because I want to place like your expertise there. And I also want you to mention coaching, because they would be signing up because your business is coaching. So it's like, I want you to have that like next layer there. So, and reading and getting coached, I want you to free you in a way that's quicker, easier, and maybe like, I would even say like less expensive, but we also don't want to, that's why I didn't like, because like what people want to save is time, money, and energy. And we could hit all 3 there. We could hit the money thing, but I also think that by saying
free, so it kind of hits the money thing.
That's what I was saying. I was like, that's I left it out. So I love this. It's like, and then it's like, I'm gonna teach you all the steps. And it's like, I think this is here. It's like, I think this is good. And I would just say like something I like to do, and I want you to think about you. A lot of times when we start businesses, we are our ideal client. So you're like the person that would be buying something like this. However, for me, sometimes thinking in that way doesn't always serve me. So when you're reading content, do you skim? Do you go through? Again, it's an email, so it's okay if it's a little bit longer than 4 sentences. But do you skim? Do you like look for the bold words? Because for me, I always look for like the all cap. My ADHD brain is like, all caps, we got this, the bold words. That was very helpful for my brain. So would like making this word essential be helpful?
Yeah, definitely bolds and big.
Bold and big. Bold and big. I love that. It's like maybe like day-to-day life, like 4 years ago, like you could bold that. You can't bold on social media, but like she's writing an email, so you can do that. And I would say that like something like this, quicker and easier, bold, essential, becoming a confident eater forever, bold. The challenge will be held in my, and then I would bold this one or all caps it. And then I would say, I would just like combine all 3 of these sentences, like, because this is just like, the other thing is, if this is an email, do they need to see it? They need to go in the Facebook group to join the lives, but you also can give them the feedback within the Facebook group. It's like, that's the whole point of them joining the Facebook group, because they're already in your email, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because this isn't, there are 2 different.
Yeah, I was gonna have like a link to, it was basically just gonna be a link to join my Facebook group. So that people, like, not everyone on my email list is in my Facebook group. So I was just gonna have them get added to my Facebook group and then just say like, I'm going to be posting my normal content there until the challenge, but that's where the challenge is going to be. And then I said, maybe I could take that out because like most people do have Facebook, but I was thinking of emailing them, like saving the replay and emailing it to them. So that way, if they didn't have Facebook, they could still watch it too.
Replays emailed. Are you going to do you want people to come? You're just gonna have them watch the videos, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like I'm gonna have a little mini lesson. Like if I'll have time for questions at end, like if someone's there live and they want to ask a question, but I'm gonna do just like quick little lessons, like quick lives, and then I'll have a daily prompt. And I was thinking of having them rank like each day on because it's gonna be basically the 6 steps like to Confident Eater. The first day is gonna be like an intro, and I was thinking for the prompt each day I'm just gonna ask them to like rank where they are with that and then what they need to become a 10.
Do you know if you're going to do it at the same time every day?
Yeah, I was thinking 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time.
Okay. It's like book, or it's like I'm trying to say book your calendars. I'm like, don't know if people would resonate with that, but it's like 10 to 11. Wait, what did you say? 10 to 10, like 15?
Yeah.
Is it as there we go. Yeah. I guess this is abbreviation for mountain. I was like 10 to 10:15 Mountain Time in the face. It's like all be going live in the private Facebook group. And with 10-minute bite-sized lessons and time for your questions to get answered. And then I would say the challenge will be held with click below to sign up. Because I think that like saying that like you don't even have to join, it's like that's kind of already addressed here. So and then the challenge will be April 10th. Will be this day with replays emailed. Click below to sign up. And I don't even know if you want to say if they're emailed because you want to focus on getting the people there live, and then maybe it could just be a bonus because it's almost like 2 calls to action. It's like watch the email and then also join the Facebook group. I think that's what I was saying. It could almost be like 2 different posts, but I was trying to figure out what the challenge was like. So I think that I would say this could be even more powerful. Do you feel good about that?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that because I was something debating too. Because I was like, well, what if there's like one person who doesn't have Facebook? And it's like, well, they just don't do the challenge then.
It's like, oh, and I'll say with replays emailed.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That addresses that one human.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So that is how we took this bad boy and made it this. Just a little shorter, a little sweeter. How you feeling about it?
Feeling good.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I put this in the chat for you, and it's also going to be on my website. So and I'll be emailing out the replay like probably 30 minutes after this ends. If you click, the link will be in here, but the consult sign up will be here, marketing notes here, and then the video will be coming. So if you forget what I wrote or you're not diligently checking the chat, it's right there too.
Thank you, Megan. I gotta go, but thanks for going through it with me.
Of course, it was good to see you, and
thank you.
Bye. All right. I think I said Eric, then Shelby. Do we feel okay if Eric, you go first, and then Shelby, you go next? I already put your stuff in here. Or Shelby, do you have a time constraint? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm good either way.
Great. Okay, so Eric, let's chat, my friend. So
let me preface by saying I didn't fully understand the assignment because I was not at 100% in my mental capacity at the time. So I submitted 1. I actually have 4 I just didn't get them in because it only let me download one, but I actually have 4. I can submit those to you right now if you want.
Yeah,
And
that
you
would
can
be
see the
awesome.
chat.
And yeah, why don't I do Shelby and you email me those just so that we could see them?
That's cool. I can do that.
Great. Okay, so and this is my first workshop ever, and I realized that happened and did not know that either. So good learning in place. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so actually here, I'll just pull them up and throw them in. Sorry, Shelby, I'm gonna go back to Eric. Or do you think, yeah,
Up to you. Totally up to you.
let's do, oh, sorry, it's not letting me load it. There we go. Let's go, Shelby. Let's go to you first so I can have time to upload all of Eric's pictures. So, Shelby, you were saying what's working is that first off, Shelby, I gave Amber a little intro. Shelby is a coach for people who have had life-altering changes with vision. Like, so she's super awesome. If you know anyone who has had a life-changing experience with their vision, she is your girl. What a cool niche and such an awesome thing to come from a situation. So, such a cool thing. And when you first offered coaching, she's been on the scene for quite some time. So there were a ton of people scheduling consults. And we realized that like when we were working together one-on-one, that the post could be a little bit more direct, a little bit more clear. And then we're going to make it super clear and simple. So how's that feeling, Shelby?
Yeah, perfect. So but I also was wondering about, so I obviously just did these on Canva and it's not really like, I guess, on brand with my like coloring and stuff, but I just thought that these were kind of like catchy and looked good. So I don't know what you think about that, but I think you've seen,
Yeah, and I'll show you guys. So Shelby has an awesome, Shelby's got awesome writing on Canva. Even the free version, there's a way that you can add your colors to Canva, and then you can change if you wanted to do the font in your blue or yellow color. It's funny because you and Eric kind of have similar colors, which is funny. But I also think that like you guys have potentially seen my page as well, and I think that with my marketing, I have sometimes like I did this 3 steps to submit content, and this was not in my colors.
Okay.
So I think okay to do a mix. The thing with me is, I've got OCD, and I I did these 2 as parallels because I couldn't handle it to pin a piece of content and not have a border. So that's why I did that for the pinned ones. And that's the only thing I would think about. Like for you, I don't know if that drives you crazy like me, but that was something helpful. Also, this doesn't look like it's necessarily square. So another thing that you can do with Canva, you might have to get the premium version, which you do not need to create a post, but I would highly recommend doing carousel posts. And it says square, but this is not a square, as you can see. And
that's what I
it's sneaky. So fun fact, you just can click resize Instagram. Just to make sure, because I've done that before and I was like, why are my words getting cut off? And I have a feeling adhesive would get cut off, which is like pretty important.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. It because I already tried to upload it in there as like a draft. And cut off. I was like, okay. That's
so slide 1, open now, one-on-one coaching. Slide 2, 5-month top tier individual, helping families. Slide 3, 5 simple steps, doing this. And then I was saying the last, yes, schedule your own. So that's what we want to have is calls to action. Now, for anyone who does not use the Canva, super helpful. And what you want to do is carousel posts because they'll get you more views. And if someone doesn't like it the first time you do it, it'll get reposted as many times as you have pictures to someone's feed. So let's say you do 5 pictures, they don't like it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they'll get all 5 pictures sent to them, which is great because you want to get more views. So hopefully somebody will like it. Now, with the now open iPowerment one-on-one coaching, instead of ihesive.com, first off, I really like the big, bold, like, I feel like this is like so good with like the big and boldness. I think that looks so, so awesome. One thing that I would add to it is that, do you feel like the iHesive brand is something that people recognize?
Yeah.
ihesive.com.
Yeah. And that's where like the scheduling and everything is.
Okay. So
yeah,
they can't actually Google, or they can't really click on a link there. What I would use improvement is talking about how long the program is. I don't think there was like anything about like the length of the program.
Yeah, the 5 months, you mean?
5 months. Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw a top tier individual coaching. Okay, perfect. So like I would maybe even say like register now, link in bio, something like that, to take action on every slide. Something on my carousel, it was like register using link in my bio, register, like all of that.
Okay.
Like on every, it's like the money you make, marketing workshop tomorrow, just having the call to action or compelling people to action at the bottom of every page, I think would be awesome. Okay. And then you can say the link in bio, and then you can have the website there. How does that feel for you?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's perfect. And I do have the link in bio that says like iPowerment coaching. So that makes a lot more sense.
Perfect. And you could still have like, you could even have like the same link to your website. But like for me, like, it's like, I've got a link on my link tree, which if you don't have a link tree, y'all, what are you doing? Get a link tree. But having something like your website and join the mastermind, this is just a separate page on my website, but it is something that you can add. So I would say that's awesome. And then for your 5 simple steps, something that I do, that we've done when we one-on-one coach, and anyone who joins the group would do as well, is we create pillars for your business. So these are based off of your pillars, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Thought, like, appearance, story. Yeah.
It's like, I think it was body, mind, and story.
Yeah. So I guess there's doesn't really hit on the body too much.
Yeah, because
it was physical, mental, emotional, confidence, and story or future.
Yeah. And so I think that, like, again, as a consumer, I like big words to make me be like, yes, this is wonderful. So you could say, there are 2 ways that you could approach it. Is you could keep this page here and then do separate ones for the pieces of your program. Like what I do here is like having like separate pieces. And one of the things that I do in the group is like I audit their social media. And I've done this with my one-on-one clients as well. And I make sure that you've got like clarity and you can explain like each piece of your marketing in there. Or you could just say physical, mental, emotional. But again, I think more pages would get you more views. So I would say add 4 more slides to this bad one.
To one post?
One post. So having as many, like, you see how long this one is?
Yeah.
Because this is the one where most people are looking to see about your program. It's like, imagine like your Instagram as being a website. It's like when it functions like that, when people go to iHesive, when people are going to your page, I want people to be like, oh, I know exactly what her program is. I can see it. It's clear. It's like, it's very direct. Like I can tell exactly how she's going to work with me. So the more, and in this case, just so that like, if they come to your page, I talk about, and if you're not in my Facebook group, totally join, but pinning the top 3 is awesome. And like having one right here that's like iPowerment open now, I would pin that and just have all the information about the group in there.
Okay. Yeah, that's my goal or my plan with this, is to pin it up there.
Yeah.
I had a different one before, but I just feel like because I made that right at the beginning, and since then, I feel like I've just been able to say it, easier. Or I'm trying to just think of a way to really say it easier. But if you scroll down, I'll show you. Yeah. Well, no, a little further. That was like the consultation, or was it that one?
I think that was that one. It might have been that one.
Or wait, no, I went too high.
Is it
Going.
lots of posts?
That's like the consultation. Where did that one? That's just for the consultation.
Well,
It has
I think that having like,
there's
I think
definitely one in there.
like new jazzy post could
Yeah.
really like revamp it just so that you can, and like you could have something like support strategy, something like that, so that people are like, yes, 5 simple steps. Like I think that would be so cool. And it's like 5 simple steps and then the pillars. Awesome. And then this at the end. Schedule a consult is so important. The other thing with the top tier individual coaching, I don't even think that if you want to keep top tier in, you can, but I would say that just like 5-month individual coaching.
Okay. I was just trying to.
It's speaking enough. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
One-on-one to help you overcome this life-altering change in vision. And I would say bolding people and their families. And then life-altering change in vision.
Okay.
How does all that land for you?
Yeah, that's good. I guess this with the last one, like the call to action, I don't know exactly what to say.
Okay, I would say like open now, and I would say next steps, all big. It's like book consult using the look a complimentary consult. That is not how you spell complimentary. It'll give me some. There we go. In my bio, and to discuss what this program could look like, customized for you and your needs. And then I would put this in the comments.
Okay.
You could even do like look, because like vision.
Yeah.
I thought that would be kind of fun.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's really simple and clear. I was like trying to make it way more complicated.
Of course. And I think that is, it's just like such a beautiful like mission that you have. And I really like hope this helped. And again, usually in the mastermind, I'll like open it up then for us to actually like mastermind, since we only have 1 hour. And also I just met a lot of the people on this call. I wanted to make sure that I just gave you the coaching for now. And I'm glad that lands. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, Shelby, for sharing that. And I appreciate it. And we're going to go moving right along to Eric.
Thank you.
Of course. I'll see you soon. And we've got, I tried to download the pictures, and they're over here on the right. And I don't know how to add them to the workshop or actually download them. I'm going to try and just like swing them over. They're on like computer. So I'm just going to swing it over to here.
Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh. Do not be, there was no way for you to do it. I did screenshots of Shelby's messages to me on Instagram. It's like, that's how I was able to get hers. And okay. So which one is the first one?
The problem.
Gotcha.
That's 3. The next one's 2, and then the last one should be me.
And then join leadership.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'll try and figure out a way to get those in. But
yeah.
So you said what's working is having the systems in place. Also, Eric is one of my one-on-one people. Shout out. Thank y'all for coming. What could use improvement is developing the content ideas with the system. And I think developing content, how you develop them from the start. I think now that you've got like a process, I think the way that you develop ideas is going to start to change too.
It definitely is. It's just being more open, I guess, sometimes to ideas that don't necessarily fit in your mind at first. And you may need to retool some things in your PSPR in order for it to fit, or at least be more flexible in my mind of what could fit.
Oh, for sure. I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little screenshots here. With this level, now that I'm seeing the other pieces, one of the things that I have been harping on are the carousel posts. And I think that's something that's really important for all of us to kind of keep in mind when we're thinking about our marketing, just a shift to get more people, more views, and hopefully more clients and customers for you guys to work with. One of the things that I really like about this is every single one of these is very visually, I think it looks very clean. Eric is a coach for, he's a leadership coach for people in corporate America. And so one of the things I really like about it is it looks very clean. It looks really professional. And I also like that you are on there. Another thing, like to build some sort of brand recognition is when you are a person who is a solopreneur, which a lot of the people in my group are, and my one-on-one, they're all mostly solopreneurs. And so when you are just working by yourself, you do end up becoming a personal brand, and having you featured on there, apparently faces also get a lot of recognition. So that's another thing for us to keep in mind. I don't think I put them in order, but that's okay. I think this is good. I think that what could make it even better is creating potentially a shorter post or a shorter visual. I actually thought that this one was, where is it? Something like that, or just like a bigger words for the problem dead time. And then having this be the next line. So like making like a bigger statement. It's weird, but I've made this shift in my marketing in the past like 3-ish weeks, and not necessarily on Instagram, but on Facebook. I've gotten a ton of people liking my posts, and I think Facebook hasn't really worked for me. And now it's like going crazy because I think I have these big words, and I think it's like 3 steps to submit content. Marketing to grow, I think, is too small. This one got a lot of likes. This one got a lot of likes. So I'm like, this one on Facebook, not necessarily on Instagram, but these look a little cluttered. And so if I were to go back in time and do this post again, I would have manage your business like a CEO, giant words, and then take this stuff onto the next page.
Gotcha.
And I think as people are skimming your Instagram, I think it would help for them to see like just some big words, and I think that I think it's like, you can see it, trust your team, value alignment, master goals. Love this. Like, I love the way that your page is really clean. And I would just say making it something like nice and big and like kind of in your face, like, hey, we're going to talk about this, I think could be helpful. How do you feel about that?
I love it. I just would love to, I got to visualize it a little more. So if I'm understanding you correctly, taking that bold problem, like if I'm doing it as each thing is a problem with a solution along the way, then the problem is dead in your face. Like, here is the issue. And you're putting it in the biggest, boldest letters possible.
Yep. And just being like, I would say like dead, like you could even just like say like solving dead time, or it's like, so if we're looking at it, it's like, why do you feel like you have too much to do and not enough time to do it? You're taking up too much dead time during working hours. that's the next little piece of feedback I was going to give you is like, is that they're taking up too much time, or is it they're not utilizing dead time?
Well, the solution is utilizing dead time as a reward. So you're not utilizing dead time in the right way. It would just have to be a different phrasing that I didn't think of at the time.
Yeah. So, and that's literally like, that's why we're all together. Like my marketing is, there's no such thing as perfect marketing, but that's what I'm telling you. I'm like, I think mine could have been better, and I'm trying to work on that. But I think that like for you having like, something about
the very beginning could be dead time productivity killer or something like that, where it's very plain and easy and right in your face.
I would just say like the problem productivity, or it's like problems with productivity. I've got to sleep, because it's like the problem isn't dead time. Well, it might be dead. It's like,
no, it's how you're utilizing dead time. You got to utilize it in a way when you schedule it in.
precisely.
Right. So there you go. So productivity.
Yep. The problem, productivity, the solution, utilizing dead time. Because I was like, when I was reading that, I was like, are they taking up too much dead time, or are they not utilizing their dead time? And I think the real problem is productivity. And it's like, they think they don't have enough time, and they just need to use the dead time reward system. And this might be confusing for people. I know what it is because I work with you.
Yes.
If anyone on this call was like looking at dead time reward system, you might need a little bit more explanation, which you might do in your post. But I would just say, instead of dead time reward system, saying utilizing dead time.
Okay.
And then being like, I have a solution, or it's like, it's like, I teach my clients a process to utilize their dead time. Let's talk to learn more.
Don't get rid of it. Utilize it. How to utilize your dead time. I mean, they're all in bold, but if I were to put one in bold, it'd be utilize your dead time, or underline utilize. That's a good idea.
Just a little stronger, just like a little, I think because then it's like, what you want to do is you want to make it like, so anyone on the street who has never met you, this might be their first thing they ever see. They could have something like that. And then the other thing is, I'm not sure if this was the right one, but learn how to build trust in your team. Join Level Up Leadership Academy.
No, it's not. It would have to be, you want to learn how to utilize dead time, or how do you utilize something? Yeah. Or
learn how to productively lead. I join Level Up Leadership today.
I couldn't think of what to put.
Yeah, I would say like, because it's like, now that because I think that was like, if you were to say, want to learn how to use dead time, that might not.
No.
Attention grabber.
So want to work on increasing your productivity.
Yeah, it's like, or lead productively.
Okay, I like that too.
Just because you want to have lead in there as many times as possible. Another thing for people is, there's a thing called SEO, called search engine optimization. The more you use a word, the more SEO you get. So I know that you sometimes use this as blog posts as well, which everybody cross post all of the things is my philosophy. I have like recently just taken to Instagram while I'm doing this launch, but after I launch, I'm going to do TikTok and YouTube, and I think I'm even going to get into Twitter and get into all that. So the more you can just have it written everywhere, the better. But I think that looks really good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Crushing it. Any other thoughts? Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. I feel like I can get some work done tomorrow and get this bad boy up, ready to go.
Let's do it. Awesome. And also, I know you're feeling sick, so feel better.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We're making it. I made it all day, right? So I think we're good.
And also do this nighttime call. So killing it. Keep on crushing it. And I'm going to move on to Kelly. And we might go over just a smidge for sake of time. Just if you guys need to leave right at 9. If you're liking this, I would love to invite you to join the mastermind. If y'all haven't heard about it, first off, I'm Megan. I don't even think I introduced myself. Geez, workshops are throwing brand new thing. But I create systems for you to create a more productive, efficient business. And I have a mastermind that's opening up, and I'm doing consults right now. And you can even just sign up right now if you want to sign up. If you pay in full, you get all the systems right away. If you do the payment plan, then you get the systems leaked out. And Amber was a part of that last group. So if you're curious about it, I'll definitely like repost her little picture tonight. But these are the 6-figure essentials. These are all of the modules and everything that I could possibly think of to make your business run extremely effectively. And the first 3 people were my one-on-one clients or group clients. So they've already gotten these. But if you pay in full, you get all the systems right away. If you do a payment plan, then you get a system a week. So it's just like literally, like if I were to have someone sign up, business in a box, like everything from how to do content batching, which is kind of like what we're doing today in a copy workshop, to creating marketing calendars, to calendaring your time, to creating an offer, which I'm going to talk with Kelly about in a second, to if you do sales through consults and how to create payment links and onboarding emails, Facebook group, all literally like anything, how to do financial tracking, how to create a website with SEO, that search engine optimization, how to do finances, how to do QuickBooks. It's all here. So if that is something that you are looking for, I would love to have you join me. We're going from April to October, and there's actually an email in your inbox right now that has the mastermind is open now. So you can see all about, there's Amber. If you want to click on that, you can see our page, and it just explains a lot more about this. So if you have to go, totally join the mastermind. If you have questions, feel free to message me and I've got you. Or if you want to just book a consult. But everyone that books, that signs up within the next week is going to get a free one-on-one session with me. And we're going to do a deep dive in your business. So a little initiative for you to sign up. It'll be really fun. Sorry, there's a little plug. Kelly, I think I can get you in the next 10 minutes. However, we might go a little over if that's okay. And hopefully you can hear me. Let me see. Pulling her on. And Kelly is an amazing, she is an organization and college essay coach. So we are getting her ready.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing, Kelly?
Okay, that's good. How come I can't see you? I know technology is not my thing.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to ask you to start your video, and maybe video will pop on. Are you on your...
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. No, Megan, you're so patient with me. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you were amazing.
There we go. Okay, I got it. Okay.
I am so excited to hear about this because Kelly, as of last week, is fully booked, right? Oh, hold on. You muted. I'm going to unmute you.
Sorry.
Hey. So yes, fully booked, right?
Yes.
So exciting. And we did we met up in January. And also we did a consult, and we are not currently working together. That's why consults do not mean that you have to work with me, but we've been talking a lot about her business in the Facebook group and things like that. And literally you went from how many people did you have? 3 to fully booked?
Yeah. 3 to fully booked,
really?
With 1 on a wait list.
In 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. So awesome.
It is crazy.
Awesome. So what happens is we have to make the process more efficient, and we need groups of students for certain parts of the process and doing more virtual sessions. And so I think what we were talking about, and feel free y'all to join the Facebook group if you want, but what we were talking about in the live coaching call last Wednesday at 11, we were talking about how to get these groups of students, how to go from one-on-one coaching, because you have so many people that have come and you now have a wait list to do a group instead of one-on-one coaching. Right?
Right.
And what I was thinking we could use tonight's session for is figuring out a way to tell people about this, because you have so many people in your audience. Like you just know a lot of people in this area. And I think that we just need to formally tell them in some way, shape, or form that this is what you're doing.
Okay.
So with that being said, what place do you feel like most of your people are at to see that you're doing this?
As far as what platform?
Yeah, like Instagram, Facebook, email.
Email.
Okay, awesome. Do you have their emails yet?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, great.
Text. I don't know. I usually either text or email. Probably text. I feel like that's more personal.
Okay, perfect. So when you are texting these people, are we going to text them to introduce this group for college, or are we going to text them about creating a group for organization?
College.
Okay. So
I think, isn't that what we're doing? Are we doing college? I think we're doing college.
So it's like, and I think that what we have so far is a lot of ideas. Like they need drafts, they need a process, they need to strengthen their essays, draft 2, and then we have like notes to fine tune it and make the essay way better.
Right.
So like you wrote, right, and I think I messaged you, like we'll just talk, like I don't know why that said.
That's not what you said. Right. You did say something.
But getting something like this, where it's like, hey, it's like when you have your list of colleges, I'm happy to offer suggestions. I think this can be what we edit right now for your text. So you're going to text these people and let them know, hey, I am going to, I'm starting a group to edit the college essays. So what I would do is, like I was telling, I don't know if you heard me coaching Amber, start with the meat, start with like the most important thing for them, which is like, I would love to help you guys edit your college essays. So it's like to help you out with your, and I don't know if you want to say student, their name, like something like that with blanks. If you've got the name of the kid, I would do the name if you're texting, because it's more personal. College essays. How does that land? Oh, can you hear me? Oh no, it muted. It just keeps doing that. I was like, does that work for you? I was like, how does that land? I'm like, it doesn't land well. It's not landing. I was like, so I would love to help you out with your college essays. How do you like that?
Yes, I do like that. That's simple to the point, and that's what I do.
Boom. It's like, exactly. And especially with a text, like that doesn't look too long. Like this super long, but it does end up getting a little lengthy as you go on. So I'd love to help you out with your college essays. What you do is you, it's like,
and I want to make it real clear. I've gotten myself in a lot of trouble where I'm not I'm an educational consultant. I'm the person, because what I need, not necessarily a text to send out to these folks, but people calling me saying, what exactly do you do? Right. So I want to make it real clear that you come to me with your list of colleges. I'm happy to whatever it, but I'm not the one to create the list. I just simply do the essays that go with the applications.
Yes. I actually started an essay coaching program where it's like they just come with their essays and I help them edit it from start to finish. How does that sound?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except they come with nothing. I hate it when they come with the essays because then they just come with nothing. Like they don't know what to do, so they come to me.
With their essay topics, it's like, do they have topics or they just
no?
like
They have nothing. Like that's the biggest problem. They don't know what to write about.
And
with their list of schools, their list of colleges they're applying to. That's all they come with.
Yeah, college with the list of colleges they're applying to.
Yep, that's it.
And help them edit from start to finish.
Right.
Beautiful. And then from there, you go, it's like, and then because I think that like this, like my job is the listening guide. This sounds a little posty.
Okay.
Like this is what I would post, not necessarily what I would have on there. Like,
okay.
Like for like that's not necessarily what I would like text them. I would just say, because it's like it's like, would you want to join?
Okay.
And it's like I was thinking of you because I'm booking out until July or June.
July.
I'm booking the July groups now. Would you want to join?
Perfect.
And I would say it's a 6-month college essay. Schools they're applying to. How does this sound?
It sounds good. It's very to the point and what I'm trying to do.
Exactly. And it's like
okay.
People coming with like other things written and things like that. This is what I would do. I would just say, hey, this is what I'm doing. You want to join?
Yes. And I like that too, because like I said, like the student I had today, I sat beside her mother's best friend while getting a pedicure. And the woman liked me, I guess, and said, whatever. So the woman, so then the student's mom said, what exactly do you do? Now I consider that. That's what I do.
What I love about this is like, you do not need a website. You do not need, you do not need ads, especially not ads, to have a business that runs like this, to be fully booked.
It'd be nice to have a website. I think it would be nice to streamline stuff, but that can be phase 2.
Hey, and also, where you could streamline things, the group, if you want to.
Everyone. I know, I need to.
Streamline, join us.
I know.
We're only 2 minutes over, which is exciting.
Okay. That is exciting.
Yeah, I was like, how are you feeling about this? Does this feel good?
It's awesome.
I feel like this is awesome. Does anyone have any questions before we go? I'm feeling good. This was so much fun. I want to do this all the time. I love editing, marketing like this. It's like just like Frankensteining pieces of copy. It's so much fun and definitely like something that we're going to do in the group. I'm also going to like have co-working times and we're going to just have things like this. So I'm excited. The group closes on 3/31 and starts and goes from April 4th to the end of September. So do you remember the end of September? For that, Meg, I appreciate it. But I think that's it. I think we're good. I would love to have anyone, all the humans. I know so many new people joined. I was like very excited. I saw like all these new faces. So if you're new or is watching this replay, let me know how I can help you. My information will be there. And I will see everybody soon. Bye.